Good morning. How are you? It's Caroline from Complete Fitness and Wellbeing with your 5 moves in 5 minutes. And as it's Friday, it's going to be balance and strength. I'm going to show you 5 moves that we'll be doing in our 8 o'clock class, where we focus on set moves every week so we can monitor our progressions, our regressions, noticing how things feel, and adding a couple of different movements for a bit of variety, bit of challenge, bit of fun, and just adding more strength and balance, those combinations, which as we go through life, midlife and beyond, we want to be focusing on strength and our balance so we can do all the things that we want to do. Or if we need to, be able to stop ourselves doing things, maybe preventing a fall or being getting up from a fall or a trip. So the movements are a combination of things to help us hopefully move well, live well as we get older. So if you're going to join in, as always, make sure you're feeling fit and well. As we're doing balance, it may be something you focus on or not much. Have something close by to hold on to, whether it's the wall, back of a chair, the countertop, whatever, so that you can do the movements whilst using something to help feel supportive, safe and supportive, because again, that will help build our balance practice. And again, don't do anything that doesn't feel right. You know your health and well-being, what you need to take into account, and what you need to adapt. So please, as always, you do that. Clear safe space as well, so no obvious trip hazards, so we can be mindful of that. So we're going to start off with a couple of moves that we do every week, and then sort of 3 moves that just add that bit of variety. So I'm going to use a kettlebell for a couple of my moves. Again, you don't have to. This could just be all body weight to start with. But a weight, if you're comfortable with the movement, just adds that little bit of extra resistance. 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest, off we go. So we're going to start off with a tiptoe bend and a lower. We do this one every week. So I'm feet hip width apart, coming up to tiptoe, gently bending the knees, hinging the hips, heels down, straighten. So up, bend, lower. I'm holding the waist close to my chest. I'm not holding it against my chest. My arms are having to work a little bit harder as well, as the weight is slightly in front of me. So tiptoe, bend, lower, straighten. And again, if we didn't want to do all the movements, it could be we just do a tiptoe. Maybe we do a squat and a tiptoe. So again, we can modify the movements. The next move, instead of being feet hip width apart, we're going to walk on our imaginary tightrope, so heel to toe. So we're changing that stance. And again, having the heel connecting with the toe connecting with the heel. I'm sensing the change. I'm sensing that connection with the ground and the feet. I'm also going to walk backwards. So again, being aware of what's going on around me. And yes, I've got the help of the camera going to guide me, but I'm aiming to sense and feel. So the body has to adapt with what it's feeling. Now again, if this was a bit too much, we could, instead of doing a heel toe, we can just take a little bit of a step back in between the heel's toes, so we're not literally heel toeing. Or we could take the foot out to the side a little bit more, if that felt a little bit more comfortable. Just playing around with changing our walking gait. Lovely. From here, we're then going to go into our catch. Now, last week we did this drop catch and we all found it really challenging. So we're going to do it again and see if we can get a little bit more comfortable with it. But again, just playing catch, standing on one leg, catching things would be great too. So I've got the up ball out in front of me, dropping it. My other hand's got to come in and catch it before it goes to the floor. And as you can see, not that good, that one. So it's that hand-eye coordination, bit of grip strength because we're having to reach and grab the ball. Oops, I need to let it drop a little bit further before I go for it. Oh, no, go. One more. And it's gone, and I'm going to be saved by the bell. There we go. Next move, we're going to do a skater, but we're going to have our hands resting behind our back, because normally we do a skater, we're going side to side, arms can be contributing, getting some movement. But what if my hands were sort of out of the picture? I'm going to take a side step. How does that feel? It may feel different. I feel slightly more leant forward, but I could bring myself back up again. Could I then maybe take myself out diagonally. So again, every time I take that step, I'm on one leg and then traveling sort of through space and time. My body is having to adjust. So again, my arms aren't there to sort of necessarily help that movement. So the body's just adapting again to different stimulation, different scenarios, and rest. And then the last move we'll be doing today, we're going to go from a squat into a quick tiptoe. So I'm going to squat down. Okay, options, but then out of my squat, can I come up to a quick tiptoe and pause, lower down to my squat, come up onto the balls of my feet. Now again, that depends how that feels on the balls of your feet. It could be we do a squat and then we come up onto our tiptoes a little bit more gently. But can we add maybe a little bit of dynamic power? How does that feel on there? If we've got to move out of the way quickly, jump out of the way, have we got the ability, the capacity for those joints, tendons to sort of be able to spring into action? But as always, you do what feels right. If this feels a bit too much, again, we start off a little less and rest. And there we go. 5 moves in 5 minutes, a mixture of movements to work on our balance, to challenge our balance, not just physically, but mentally as well, working out how it's all going to work. If you'd like to find out more about our classes or join us for a full class, let me know. It'll be great for you to join us and it'll be good to see you. If you want access to the workouts so you can do it at your own time, again, let me know and we can get that sorted out. But I hope these gives you some ideas on things to do on your balance, or just to make you aware of it if it's something you hadn't thought about much before. Have a great weekend and I'll see you next week for more 5 moves in 5 minutes. Take care.